Hey, good morning, guys. Hope this is on and working okay. Happy Friday, first of all. Video today is going to be really pretty short. I just want to explain each class to you, or your class to you, and just talk a little bit about what we're going to cover this year, the things we can talk about, or that I want to talk about, and then I want to hear what you want to talk about too. So, happy Friday to you. I hope you've had a great week. I hope all your classes are going okay. If there's something else you need, please let me know, whether for this class or any other class. I'll try and get you hooked up with the right person. So let me go over here to the board and we'll get rolling. All right, guys, here we are at this section of the board, which we will do American History 1, and where we'll talk about it. I'll do some of the drawings and some of my artwork. American History 1, just so you understand what you're getting into, besides being a course required for graduation and the first of 2 American History courses you'll have to take. One thing I point up to right here, we will cover from 1492, basically, a little bit before that, up until 1877, which is the end of Reconstruction following the Civil War and when they rebuilt the country. Let me get that straight so that doesn't bug me. That means we'll cover everything of what was going on with the Native Americans before Columbus got here, and then what type of havoc and death did the Europeans cause or bring to the Native Americans. After we do that kind of impact on the Native Americans, we will look at really English America, because England will defeat Spain and take over North America. And so what happens when England gets here? And really that's going to be the creation, the story of the colonies. They're growing apart from Great Britain, the American Revolution, the Revolutionary War, and then to the development of the country. And that's going to include, of course, the Constitution and Declaration of Independence, and the first presidents, okay, and the creation of our government and our democracy and those things. Once we get by that part, okay, and that's probably all going up through the first quarter, there we go on to really the growth and development of the country. How does slavery grow and take off? How are the cultures defined in the New England, Middle, and Southern colonies? What becomes the American identity in the 1800s? And almost as soon as that identity is created, you start to get a divide between North and South, and get into the greed and the lust for power and those things. And then we'll look at that divide, the movement to end slavery, the growth of technology, the social changes that take place from education to religion, and then of course to the abolition movement to abolish slavery, and then that divide between North and South growing even greater. By that time, Abraham Lincoln's going to start to come on the scene, and we will get into the Civil War, all right, and really what leads to the breakup of the country. The Civil War cost America 618,000 American lives, deadlier than any war in our nation's history, easily, and more death than the Civil War, than every other war added together up to Vietnam. I mean, easily the deadliest war. More than 1,000 people dying every single day. All right, for 4 years. Okay, so it was terrible. After the Civil War, we will talk about Reconstruction, rebuilding the country back together, the ending of slavery, but that challenge for those people who were slaves, the African Americans, that challenge. We'll talk about how that, hey, once the 13th Amendment is passed, everything's not rosy And what is that going to look like? And that's where we'll end. So everything that we'll cover, I kind of just mentioned. If you're missing something like, oh, Abbo, I thought we were going to cover so-and-so, World War I. That's American history too. Now, if there's something you want to talk about in that time, we will talk about it. I mean, if you have a question about World War I, you have a question about the Holocaust, I might not do a video on it for the class, or I'll send you one that I do from American too, if you want. And of course, I want to talk about the upcoming election in November, our choice for president. And when we talk about the Constitution and the development of the Bill of Rights, etc., we will talk about the powers of the president. And I want to hear what you think and what you want. What's amazing is you guys are 16 and 17 years old. So you may not be able to vote in this upcoming election, though I know a few of you might. You will vote for the next president, for sure, or at least have that opportunity. And so we'll talk about those things as well. So it is our class, not just mine. I got a curriculum, but hey, Motivational Monday is my favorite part. But I love the history too. So you tell me what you want to learn about, and we'll at least talk about it. Or give me a call, and we'll talk about it and answer your questions. I'm always learning, so there'll be new things I present this year that I didn't know last year. So ask questions. Let me know what you want to know, and we'll figure it out together. Guys, have a great day, great weekend. I appreciate you watching this. Next week, I want to say a last word. I'm sorry, I forgot. Monday, you will get a link to your online textbook, okay? On Monday, we'll do a quote of the week. We will do a Motivational Monday, and we will get your textbooks and the first look, and really an outline of where we're going to be going and some vocabulary words probably. But don't worry about that now. You just have a great weekend, and appreciate you guys. Thank you. Bye. Let's see, turn this off. Oh, didn't work yet.